America. I love it. We're farming. We're farming.
Hey guys, how's it going? Wade Mitch here. Today we are back with a new Patreon review on the channel. Today we are going over BSL Modding's Patreon. Now, I use a lot of these mods in my videos. You guys are always asking where they're from, so, well, I hope this answers a lot of those questions. Now, please note, this is a $10 Patreon to get these mods. I'll go ahead and put the picture here like I did last time. I think you guys appreciated that. Uh, this is a very high value Patreon. Not all the mods are perfect, but they are in testing. But you get a lot for what you're paying. Most Patreons, you're gonna pay like 20, 25 bucks. You only get a couple things. This one, if you want quantity, this is your Patreon right here. If you want quantity, farm equipment, if you want mods for 25 and you want them now, here's your 10 bucks. He's got lots of dairy equipment, but also some sheds. And a couple other things. Anyways, we're going to kind of get into this. I'm not going to go super in-depth into everything just because there's so much. I don't really know what to highlight. So if you want to see some gameplay of these, I've pretty much used all of this stuff in my video streams and all that. If there's anything specific you want to see, I can go ahead and try to show you on a future video. But for the most part, I'm just going to look at everything, show you the shop, run down the price, errors, file size, kind of just how the mods are. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off in the first row here, and kind of the back row, we have these Meyer Boss forge boxes. They are the solid frame, I think is the term you want to use. But looking here, we have the... actually, I don't know the numbers on these. We do have a couple lengths here. We have, I believe the first one, there's a small one. Second biggest one. And then we have third biggest and the biggest. I didn't say that right at all. Let me just go in the shop and show you guys. So in our mods here, everything besides these two tractors, really, I think is everything we have. But we have the 8120, the 8122, 8124, and 8126. These are priced probably decently accurately, 43,000 to 51,000. Looks like our smallest holds 27,000 liters and our biggest holds almost 40,000. They take just about any crop you want to put in them. And then configuration-wise, we just have some regular BKT tires, the floater tires, the 648 floaters, 630s, 639s, and 630 wides. And we also have some Continental tires right there. And these tire options go the same for everyone. As you see, we can kind of flip through these. And we have them on these wagons to show you. So we have some floaters here. And I got the Continentals on that one and the floaters on that one too. So those are those chopper boxes. I do have plenty of footage of using these on live streams. Anything you see me using a self-propelled chopper, we're probably running these chopper boxes, except the most recent chopping stream. We weren't using these. Next here, we have this LeMay's bale trailer. Now, I've not gotten to use this yet, but it's pretty simple. Stack some bales on it. We have options for regular tires here and the big floater tires. Then we also have these just Trelleborg tire options here for the base game. Cost $15,000. I'd say you could probably fit a decent amount of bales on there. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 round bales back probably. Probably get like almost like 16, 18 round bales. Next up is the Lanco litter and lime spreader. Now this I believe is in real life for chickens, but you can use it for lime. Looks like you can spread manure with it, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be for chicken manure. It is $54,500. Holds 11.3 to 13.3 cubic meters. Go 9 miles an hour. Has a working width of 12 meters. You can have an extension or no extension. For wheels, you can get some bigger tires on here. In my opinion, I'd probably run those big ones. These little ones look kind of weird. But there's that. Next up, we have the Night Mixer. Looks like the Night 3300 Augie. I use this quite a bit. You guys can go in my videos as well. I think I have a couple videos that this is in the thumbnail. I'll use it in them. It's a mixer. It works. It's not huge. If we look at it here, it is $5,000. Very affordable. Holds basically 12 cubic meters. Takes 90 horsepower. and it's a nice little mixer. Get it in some tight spots. Next up, this is something new. Have not got to use this yet. It is the Jamesway Ultra Track. Looks like it's the 6200 from the US. It's got 3 axles. Got some decent detail on here. We'll go ahead and check the shop here. It's $90,000 base price. Looks like it takes no horsepower requirement. Holds about 24 cubic meters, 12 mile an hour working speed. And the working width is 9 to 10.4 meters. You can see this because we have the jets here. So you can have a jet at the bottom or the top, or you can have dual jets. You can also have work lights on it. You can see right here. And our wheel options, we have the Trelleborg Standard, Michelin Cargo Bib are the 2 options there. I think these are the Michelins we have on it now. Right here, pretty simple, the International 56 blower. You can use the loader as silos. Just check at that. It's a $3,200 blower. Doesn't have horsepower requirement. It's pretty simple. Next, we have the Forge King chopper boxes for our pull-behind chopper. Got the 16-foot and the 18-foot. I've used these quite a bit as well. You can see the 16-foot is 17 grand, the 18-foot's 19 grand. We got the BKT standard and the big boys. Got the Trelleborg tires there, some Continentals, and we can have a roof or no roof. And that goes the same for the 16-foot as well. Next up, this has been a big requested mod of, hey, where'd you get that? This is the Pentahagdorn Hydra Spread Manure Spreader. It's the V5400. Pretty cool mod. Definitely unique. I wish you would have the Penta variant because they actually make these in a solid blue Penta. Maybe an edit I'll do for myself in the future. But let's go ahead and check out the store here on this. And here we are. It is about a 20 cubic meter capacity, spreads 12 meters and works at 9 miles an hour. It's $52,000, so kind of a pricey poop spreader, poop slinger, but definitely a good purchase here. So we have for tire options some BKTs, the Continentals, we have the regular tires I have on, and the Lizards just have the more grippy tires there. We can have a design, the guard or no guard. We can have the slow moving vehicle sign on or off, and we can choose to have the wood extensions on the side. You can also change the rim color here to anything you want. Probably just leave it gray, honestly. But next up, we have the Dion Scorpion Chopper. Now this is, again, very highly requested mod. Like, hey, where'd you get that? This is the version we haven't used. I think this is the Scorpion King. We'll check it in a second. And the regular Scorpion 300. So it's not the Scorpion King. I lied. I don't know why I thought that. It is the Scorpion Stinger. Now this is for running the pull-behind chopper, but having the wagons off to the side. This version costs 160 grand. The Scorpion costs 150 grand. You can have the $25,000 corn head or the $20,000 pickup head. Options, we have an inoculant tank, and we can actually get an extension for if using like a high dump box or just a bigger chopper box. On the Stinger, you can just add the inoculant tank. And I believe color configurations will be coming in the future for this one, so we'll keep an eye out for that update. I believe there's just an option for green like there was in 22. Next up, we got some Ram Balers. Now these are pretty new on his Patreon. Been getting questions about these as well. This 648, I believe, was just released recently, so we gotta get that one used here in the near future. But we have the BR7060, the BR740. These are the same mod, just different decals and a few little different changes. And the BR64, or just the 648, is just the older baler. Pretty similar frame, it looks like. But let's go ahead and look at these in the shop. So as you can see, you have the 740A. We can choose that one. We can go wheel setup. We can go floaters or default, and change it to 760. You got a silage additive tank option here. Put it up there, and you can change the rim color. On the 648 here, I don't think there's too many options. We can just change the rim color and change the net, film binding, or empty. So that is it for the equipment mods I've installed. I do apologize if I missed anything. There's a lot of stuff on this Patreon, so if you like what you're seeing here, there's going to be more stuff by this guy. And I already know something I missed. Let me go grab it. Alright, so we got him here now. Next up, we have this New Holland 166 merger. Now, it looks small, but if you go ahead and rake your crops, this is how I use it. I rake my crops, And this actually flips the hay over onto the other side and works as a tedder. So if you see here, we have the merger, and then we have the merger inverter. These cost 3 grand. Very simple piece of equipment. Literally all it does is just throws it on the other side. Here's the inverter. The merger has the extra conveyor here to throw it over a little further. But it takes 50 horsepower, 2.7 meter working width, 12 mile an hour working speed. These are very handy. You can see I actually bought 2 mergers. But you guys have seen me use this before. I believe in the Ashton Corner series, we merged the grass with the Anderson and used this to flip that windrow over and just kind of ted the single windrow without spreading it out a whole ton. So now with that, I believe we are done with our equipment and we can move on to the silos. Now these harvest stores, I'm sure you guys have seen these. They might actually be public. But we have the American flag version and the Canadian flag version for those of you guys up in Canada. You just go ahead and load it with the blower he provides and unload it after it ferments. There are 4 different sizes. We go over into the factories tab, go to the bottom. The 20 by 80, as you can see here. The 20 by 90, so the 20 foot is the, I don't know if it's the radius or diameter. And the 80 or 90 is the height, so you can see it's the same thickness, but a little taller. And then we have the 25 foot by 80 and the 25 by 90. Now, these hold quite a bit. I will try to check the capacities here. We go to our productions tab. So yeah, 20 by 80 will hold us about 431,000 liters of silage. The 20 by 90 holds 387. That doesn't make sense. 20 by 90 holds less somehow, but that's a little buggy. 25 by 90 holds 800,000, which is a lot. So if you want some major capacity, you got that right there. Maybe you need to report that bug. These hold more than the 20 by 90. But yeah, anyways, there's the silos. They work. That's a good thing for the game. Not a lot of stuff does. Next up, we have our barns. So we can go into our sheds here. We have this 2-port garage we have right here is $150,000. The 55 by 65 garage is 85.5, and this shed right here is 80,000. Now these are some decent sheds, not the best, but they're usable. Got 2 doors on this one. Got a nice little rack up here for anything we need to store if we want to build an office. And here this one's more of a farm shop. Let's see if we can get that door open. We might have to go on the inside here. Let's open the door. So we got a workshop. Got our shop doors. Go ahead and open it from the inside. Got some details around here. Looks like we got some glitchy shadows. Some of these buildings aren't the best. I don't think they're public release though. If not, they might be fixed and I might be using an old version. So I guess just go download them, check them out if they are public. And then lastly for the sheds, we have the big one. We've used this one on the Montia Save for a little while. Pretty big shed. Next up, we have our 2 cow barns. I know I am missing some of these barns. I don't have all the buildings. But let's go ahead here. We have the 49 by 105 cow barn is 90 grand. There is a manure unloader for this that actually works, I think. And then we have the big cow barn here for 250 grand. Now this one just came out. Have not got to try that one yet. Also haven't used this one. But if we go up here, it looks like we have a little shed, maybe even a hay loft or storage, which is cool. I do like this. So you can put some bales up here, and it looks like you can even throw them down here into the mixer, which is really cool. Let's see. There's something here. I can open the gates. Might even be able to get a mixer cart in there. But there's that barn, and looks like it holds a decent bit of cows. Got our milk on the side there. Fans on the back. Now this big barn, I don't really know my way around, so apologize if I'm getting some stuff mixed up. But right here, looks like we got the door to our 2 bulk tanks. Right here, looks like the door, probably to get into feed. Or looks like some heater tanks. Little office in here. Look at our lily stuff. Some missing textures there. Here's our bulk tank room. La De Laval. Moving into here. Looks like we got a little bit of buggy textures, but it's alright. Got the Lully astronaut milking stations. Looks like we actually have the pipe ran for the milk, which is nice to see. Got a decent sized freestall here. Looks like feed them here. Coming out the side. Just got an access door. Probably even back a manure spreader into there. And on the side here, we can, I believe, put our silos onto this. And this is where we can pull the mixer through. Just have the silos coming up here. And feed the cows there, which is pretty cool. This side is just another feed side, I believe. Yeah. But I think that is it for today, guys. I was trying to get through all this stuff in a pretty reasonable speed. I felt like we kept up the pace. If you guys want to check anything else out, just go check out his Patreon. It's $10. It's a fairly good price. Been using this guy's stuff for a decent bit now, and its quality of it is definitely getting better. Back in previous games, it hasn't been the best, but he's definitely done a good job at working on fixing the errors on his mods, especially by release. And I look forward to seeing the quality mods getting even better in the future. But I guess that's it for me, guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. All the links for his stuff, his Facebook and Patreon, are going to be in the description. Let me know. Well, let me know. Dude, I can't talk. I'm sorry, guys. I'm recording this at like 1 in the morning, but let me know what Patreon you guys want to see reviewed next. Truck mods, farm mods, doesn't matter. Just let me know. Whatever the most requested is or whatever idea you like the most, we'll do next. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe. You know what to do. See you next time. Peace.
See!